But Henry, did you know that Japan has the highest density of vending machines?
No, I didn't know that, Jackie. That's so fascinating.
Wow, you're welcome.
What another incredible chapter in our exploration of the mysteries and wonders of Japan. Hi, welcome to PUDcast. I'm Henry Zebrowski. I'm sitting here with my celebrity sister, Jackie Zebrowski.
Hello, my name is Jackie Zebrowski, and I'm a celebrity.
Before we were going to begin this episode, a part of what we wanted to do today is educate you on the crimes of the Japanese during World War II.
Apparently, people don't come to the PUDcast to find out information.
Well, what we were going to do was that Marcus was going to be here solemnly reading the crimes of the Japanese during World War II while we talked about pudding. And
so you're going to bring this up, or are you also going to let everyone know how Marcus responded when you pitched him this idea?
He said no. And he said to not do that.
He said, definitely don't do that.
He said, don't do that. He said he doesn't want us. Honestly, the main reason is that he didn't want us to outshine last podcast.
And it's really
with detail,
difficult. And with, you've got a celebrity sister, and when you bring that in,
so
it's
much
just,
of a
blows
spotlight.
it out of the water.
Because my thing is, I don't want to reignite anything between us.
What does that mean?
U.S. and Japan.
Oh.
I don't want...
I got really scared. I was like, we're not talking about those moments, are we?
What?
Between the two of us.
Between you and me?
Yeah, I got scared for a second.
What moments between us
I don't know. I
that
thought
you're
maybe
scared?
you drugged me. I don't know.
What
I don't
are you
know
talking
what you do.
about?
Look at how you're dressed.
I'm in the future. I'm from Japan.
So you, maybe you come back from the future, and then all of a sudden we have this interesting relationship all of a sudden.
What does that mean?
Because the butterfly effect, bro.
What are you fucking talking about?
One moment.
You saying the butterfly effect is going to cause me to start hitting you? That's what the Ashton Kutcher film was about?
Yeah, it was about a brother and sister relationship and how it changed because of the butterflies. And you know that the monarchs go south for the winter.
And now, as everybody knows, butterflies first came from Japan.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true, but I assume.
This is the problem. So, yeah, we got together because, sure, we've got a spicy tuna pudding, and we're going to talk about Japan. But
when are we going to eat it?
Oh, man, we're going to put it off for quite a few minutes. But I don't know anything about Japan.
Okay, yeah, obviously. So, Jackie, I'll tell you, number one, it's an island. Number two.
I think it's like a couple of islands.
What?
Oh,
I thought it was...
That's why I'm looking up interesting facts about Japan.
See, the reason why everyone thought it would be a bad idea...
6,852 islands. I mean, it's just like, what are they doing over there?
Is it island inflation going on there?
What, do they need cement? We can put them all together? Archipelago, more like acapella, too many islands.
We're just excited to visit.
I want to visit Japan.
But we just want to go, and we want to see what it's like. We want to see what the downtowns are like. We want to see what the uptowns are like. We want to see what the fashion districts are like.
I mean, that's honestly really why we want to go.
My only thing is that I know that when I arrive in the Japanese fashion district, which I believe is called...
Do you think that you would cry because maybe none of the clothes are shaped for a Humpty Dumpty-esque human being?
Oh, you mean a brave soldier who did everything he can to bring the king's forces back together, but due to his fucking inner fragility, it was unable to due to his vulnerability?
It's almost as if you've been referred to as Humpty Dumpty before, so you already knew how to have a retort.
Harajuku.
Whoa!
It's the name of the fashion district in Japan, and I know that when I go, they will be so excited to see my brave soldier egg. That's what I call Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, soldier
He's
egg.
a soldier egg. And they will be so happy to see my form bounce into these stores. They will, as soon as they see that...
Godzilla! That's what they're going to say to you when you take your shirt off. They go, Godzilla, what did he get?
Godzilla wasn't
what
pink.
Happened?
Godzilla wasn't pink.
And
that is, they know everything's with Godzilla.
bleached.
There's other kaijus. It's not just Godzilla.
Well, you're certainly not Masura. Mothra.
Mothra? Yeah, I'm not Mothra. I'm not any.
You're not peaceful enough.
No, I'm an American. I'm Henry Zebrowski.
Oh my God, where are we right now? Did you know that bowing is so important in Japan? Even the deer do it.
See, this is, again, it's better than the crimes of the Japanese of World War II because the way we handle information is
unique.
Thank you. I do think so. But when I walk down Harajuku Street, when I'm walking down that street,
down the Harajuku Boulevard,
I think that they are not going to let me shop because they're like, oh, you're already done.
Yeah, you've already reached your peak. Like
You
Mount
are
Fuji,
fashion,
the
sir.
tallest peak of Japan. Come on, guys.
Mount
Japan
Fuji's the tallest peak.
facts. I know.
Oh, I thought it was when Shaquille O'Neal visited.
He is pretty tall.
But you see, look, because what I have here is a shirt with no structure. It's leather flaps and studs. This is perfect. I'm in the future.
You are in the future, but
doesn't
I
need-
feel like it's sad for you because, like, I'm pro-Japan today. I don't know if you guys see in my fit, like, it's red. I'm pro-Japan. It's
this
got
is the
dots
thing.
on it, like the flag. Like,
You
I'm
keep
just
saying
like,
pro-Japan, that it's
Yeah,
a
I'm pro-Japan.
pro-Japan top.
I'm pro-Japan.
It's just red, and I actually think that that's China. I think China's official color is red.
Yeah, but isn't it? No, the flag. I'm looking at the flag is white and red.
It's mostly white.
Yeah, but what am I gonna come? It's after Labor Day.
You see? Were we supposed to not go to fucking Japan when
That's
it's
why-
when it's October?
Okay, maybe it is more a Chinese flag thing.
You do look like you're
I-
subtly messaging to the Chinese people that actually subjugated the Japanese people to quite a bit of torture
I'm not.
during the Sino-Japanese wars.
I promise I'm not.
But then what is it about this? So what were you going to wear? Then you were saying that you were going to wear something else
Well, here's
that
the thing.
represented
I don't know if you can
Japan
hear
more.
The sound of this shirt. Now, this shirt, I'm going to put it on for those of you that are watching who
It's not a
get
shirt.
the opportunity to check out me putting it on. You know, you'd think I could have like
not a shirt.
laid it out better so that maybe I could actually get it on easily. But
It's
here's the thing:
that
when
is
your
a-
shirt is just chains,
It's rhinestone napkin. It's not a shirt. Take it off.
I want to put my shirt on.
I don't even want it on you.
I can't even get it over my glass. Orville Beck.
That's like the
Orville Beck,
last
all that-
outfit that Brittany Murphy before she
Whoa,
died.
the paint. It's going to get stuck in my head. It's just for my breasts.
Yeah, it's
it
gross.
It just goes over
Put
my
it-
breasts.
Get it down.
But apparently it's
Out.
supposed to be a whole shirt.
Yeah, for a lady about to go missing.
Oh, God, what I would give, you know? Where is Jackie?
You want to be kidnapped?
I just feel like you guys would put on a really good Where is Jackie, like, promo
Benefit
commercial. Yeah,
no,
I
we
think-
would. Where is Jackie? Because we knew that if we
Got
just...
to find her.
Because you know how I'll find you, Jackie, if you're ever missing? What
Lay
we'll
out
do
hot
is-
dogs?
I'll go on a stage. What I'll do is I'll have a microphone that dare have no one talking into it.
Whoa.
That would have a spotlight on it waiting, and then it would have a pile of hot dogs next to it. And if you don't show up to that, you're fucking dead,
I'm dead.
woman.
I'm
You're
dead
woman.
somewhere, so
you're a
don't-
corpse. You're dead
don't
like
look for
the
me.
victims of the Fukushima nuclear disaster that happened in
See,
Tokyo.
that's the thing, because, like, I want to talk about, like, eating a blowfish, but you want to talk to me about Fukushima.
Well, the one thing I learned that was interesting is I'm reading right here, which is if you could see my glasses, they're not great for reading. But are you looking
Yeah,
at
but
this?
you're like a Cyclops, and everybody knows that Cyclops loves to read.
Yeah, me. What's his name? Who played James Marsden?
Benjamin Matston.
Me and him. So close.
People confuse the two all the time.
All day I'm signing autographs. I'm paying alimony.
And if people are wondering, yeah, we are drinking
James
iced
Marsden.
coffee that it's going to pair really well with the spicy tuna pudding.
which we are avoiding. But apparently, according
It's
to
early.
this,
I also need everybody to know it's very early in the morning for spicy tuna pudding. What is that face? You love spicy tuna pudding at any time of day?
no, it's about how if the people around Fukushima had learned something more so from the Chernobyl disaster, so they found that when they made people evacuate from their homes, they actually accidentally exposed them to far more radiation poisoning than they would have if everyone just stayed home. And that apparently also one of the big killers of the Japanese people during the Fukushima natural disaster afterwards, when the nuclear power plant got shut down after the earthquake and tsunami, apparently one of the worst problems was
Oh,
what
it's
they
a
call
nuclear disaster.
Yes, they call it radiophobia, which is that you become afraid of radiation and you end up drinking yourself to death instead. And that they say that alcoholism fueled by being afraid of going outside was the number one killer, and it's what dropped the average age of the Japanese male citizen down by 7 years.
Sometimes you gotta find solace at the bottom of a bottle.
That's not the lesson.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were supposed to take from that.
No. It's not a Towns Van Zandt song.
Oh, okay.
No, it's real.
I've been listening to a lot of Chris Christopherson since, R.I.P. Sunday morning coming down, y'all.
Well, Chris Christopherson, he's the first one who did, I like him. He's Bobby McGee.
Oh, yeah, he wrote me and Bobby McGee. Why do you say it like you're making japes? Are you
I love Chris Christopherson. No, I love Chris Christopherson. I love Chris Christopherson. I think before we talk more about Japan, we should probably crack open these puds. All right,
please. What if we don't? What if it's not a podcast today? And it's a jangle cast. Oh, what are we gonna do with all these chains? I'm gonna put them on my breast.
This is not an ASMR.
You're making me do this. I explicitly didn't want to eat spicy tuna pudding. Look what's in front of us.
This is one of those puddings we've been teasing since the very, very beginning, and it's time. Much like finally getting into the Hunter Biden's laptop. It's time.
Fukushima wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was.
It was like 15 years ago.
That's a long time, Jackie.
Yeah, but I feel like in the scheme of how little I know about Fukushima.
The Earth is fucking 8 billion years old. Yeah, everything is fucking not as long as that.
I guess it hasn't been that long. I'm surprised by my own stupidity sometimes.
Did you not know what it was? Well,
No, I know nothing about this.
Wait, did you know what happened?
I've heard the word Fukushima before.
But what did you think it was? Like a motorcycle?
I thought maybe it was like I knew it was like, I used context clues. I knew it was like a explosion of some sort. Like
context clues?
Yeah, of like, oh, everyone's upset.
So you came to this episode about the wonders and mysteries of Japan. And you knew nothing about the Fukushima nuclear plant disaster.
I came here to learn, and so did everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the worst crimes that I think the Japanese ever did was didn't make sushi earlier.
Right? I couldn't believe it.
Because actually, sushi was made for American soldiers.
There are a lot of... Why?
I don't know.
To make it more palatable for them because they were scared?
I believe sushi itself was repopularized in America after the war. And then during the time, it's like sushi was like, they ate way more just like standard fare, soup base. They'd eat a fish, a grilled fish, a baked fish, baked seafood, beef when it's available. Beef is more scarce.
I love beef when it's available.
But chicken is more available. They would have chicken if they could, but mostly it was rice, a form of protein.
I just imagine them begging for chicken just on the streets going like, "Paka! Paka!
There are people that beg for chicken.
I got a lot of it at home if you want to come over.
You also, that's nice. Jackie's decided to make her apartment, I believe it's called a refugee nation.
I'm going to stop world hunger, one bitch at a time.
Hey, tell me about it, because the first ones who need to get fed are those bitches.
Yeah.
All right, let's pop open the pudding.
All right.
We got to at least try it. We got to at least smell it. Because I think we're like halfway through at this point, and we might as well, because again, if we're going to celebrate Japan, if we're going to celebrate the sacrifices the Japanese people made, if we're going to celebrate our soldiers.
Put a rose of ginger on top of it.
Oh, Sam did such a good job.
Sam is so sweet because Sam really, really knows we don't want to eat this pudding.
I actually am so curious it is bypassing my lack of interest. That is so cool. This is so good, Sam. It's great. But I will say, I don't know if I have COVID or not, but I can't smell it.
Oh, I love hearing that when you're in the same room with someone without a mask on. Oh, good. It doesn't just spike fear inside of me.
Oh, I just don't know.
We're about to share pudding with
I just
each
have
other.
Cold sweats, muscle cramps. I'm double vision. I'm a little dizzy, and I've been having a dry cough, and I can't smell. But other than that,
fine.
I think it's allergies.
Yeah, you're probably fine. Take your baby spoon.
Okay, here we go. So you haven't taken a spoonful yet, right? So first take a spoonful.
I'll take my spoonful.
I'm going to take a spoonful because this is for our grandfather didn't make it to Japan, but he fought in Italy.
Oh, man, he killed a lot in Italy, though.
Yeah, he telling me what, he killed a lot of cannolis?
Sure, I woulda.
Nah, he wasn't eating, he was fighting, right? And then but he never got to Japan. I'm sure if he went to Japan, to be honest, I think he'd fight, because he kind of said this. He fought in Italy, and he was kind of sad because of how nice Italy is.
Yeah, it was like the Itchy and Scratchy show.
I feel
They
like
fight.
I feel like he'd feel the same if he went to Japan. He'd still be killing the other side, left and right. He'd be
I don't
killing
think he
the
would've come
enemy.
home.
All right, no, because he would have been like, why leave? Because after he was done killing everybody, he'd be like, oh my God, I want to move here.
Yeah, he's slopping sushi in his mouth. Go, I'm an
Japan's
American soldier.
This is before sushi.
I could have a third wife.
No, she had bentos. He had bento boxes. All right, let's try this.
He had none of it.
No, the first thing I'm going to
suffering in the
smell it up
jungles.
close.
He was suffering.
Oh, now I'm smelling it.
Yeah, no, it's there.
Oh, wow.
It's potent.
Oh, wow. It smells like Ursula's underwear. Let's smell this. Okay, here we are.
All
Now,
right.
it's spicy tuna pudding. I hope it's spicy enough.
It
What do we
smells
like?
spicy.
What do we like most about spicy tuna?
The wasabi.
I love spicy tuna. And it's also an urban myth that they use the bad tuna.
Yeah, it's an urban myth. And
It's an urban
everybody
myth.
knows that.
All right, so here we go. Bottoms up, and here's to the brave soldiers of Japan that gave us a good. They really put up a fight.
Thank you, Japan. You.
Oh,
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh no, it's only coffee. Oh no, it's only
that's
coffee.
We should have waters.
Oh God.
We should have waters with this. No, Rob, you don't
Oh,
have
the
to
coffee is horrible. The coffee makes it so much worse.
do
The
that.
coffee makes it so much worse.
That is fucking weird.
Why did I put caramel
This
in
is
the
not
coffee?
why our grandfather fought in World War II.
Man, it is not going away. It is like completely.
Wow.
It is not going
That's
away.
foul.
Wow, this is really, really, really horrific.
Wait, but Sam did such a good job of fully encapsulating a take another bite.
I'm gonna puke.
Take one more bite. We have to take one more bite. It's not a pudding show unless you take one more bite of it.
I'm
Okay?
like, thinking about it is making me puke.
Okay, so just take another bite. It sort of tastes like if mascarpone was found in a seafood restaurant's dumpster.
Not fair. You didn't eat the whole bite. I ate the bite.
Why would you eat the entire bite?
Because
you do it in
I am
pieces.
dedicated to
I
Japan.
took a big scoop so that I could do it in sections.
Oh, Japan, do you feel our love? Oh, Japan, do you feel our love? I did another one. I can't do another. I can't.
You know what it is? I think
it's coming out of my nose. I can't do
I'm
another.
gonna say honestly, this must be an American invention.
It is.
I think it's an American invention on top of Japanese culture. Well, this is. It's like affecting
it's so
my
bad.
speech.
It's so bad. And my nose is running, and I don't like. I feel like it's because it's trying to exit my body.
I'm just gonna put that down. I'm gonna put that down because that's not good.
Wow, that should not be
Weird.
consumed by anyone. That is
Hey.
absolutely
Hey,
horrific.
That's not
Wow.
true, Jackie. That's not true.
Is that? Don't you speak? Are you going to invalidate my feelings? Therapy speak, brother. You going to invalidate?
No,
you're
I'm
to tell me
going
how
to-
not to feel.
No, Jackie, I'm going to try to include another perspective. That, yes, we feel that our experiences with pudding are objective because we are the experts in savory pudding space.
We are the brothers as experts of the savory pudding space. Thank you.
But that also, in a way, all observations change the outcome of an experiment, Jackie.
Yeah.
And so what we have to do is we have to make sure that we allow room for there to be other perspectives. And there are definitely some men on death row that will eat this. There are definitely some men. I honestly would not put the General Hirohito himself above this. The man that we bravely fought against in WW2, right? The guy that really put up a fight. Because the thing is that America was only as good as our enemies at the time. It's like Batman
I
and
don't
Joker.
know what you're talking about. I'm just over here
just
trying
saying.
not to puke all over my computer.
It was their job to be the Axis power so that we could be the Allied powers and we would not be able to be so without them.
And now we're
So-
the ultimate of allies. You're welcome.
See, the idea is that we folded together, and now us in Japan are marching lockstep towards the future with spicy tuna pudding in our pockets.
I don't think they will allow us into their country with this pitch.
I guarantee, I'm going to go as far as to say I guarantee, that if we brought some of this spicy tuna pudding to Japan, they'd like it. Do we have any Japanese listeners? Side stories, lpotl@gmail.com.
Let us
Oh,
know.
no, we have Good Pud. What is the actual Good Pud email? Because we should have. Because I'd love to know if we have any Japanese listeners that. Because you know what's nice about what's interesting about the spicy tuna pudding is that
It lingers. Is that it stays inside of you and it's almost like it will never not be a part of you, and my mouth is very upset with me.
Yeah, but what's nice about it is that because spicy tuna itself has a soft texture already.
Yeah, it's almost like you threw it up and then you're eating the regurgitation.
But it's weird. It's way blanker than vomit. So it's got like a blankness to it, like it's almost had its soul removed. But it's there. And I feel like that's the opposite of what happened in Japan. Is that even though, yes, you know, we don't, the giant, what do you call them? What do you call Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Not good. What happened down there? But that...
Explosions?
Those explosions... Where am I at?
Yeah, I think that we
How do I work back around?
I just feel like the spicy tuna pudding has rocked our world to such an extent that it's almost difficult
I want to walk away.
to continue.
But they've been through so much. The Japanese people have been through so much.
Do you know
that now that
Japanese
they have
trains are the most punctual in the world?
Take
that, Italy.
I can imagine that. Yeah, Italy's fallen off since again WW2. But also, it's gotten better because they're not Nazis. They're not charged for it anymore.
But also to our Japanese listeners, thegudpud@gmail.com.
Please, if you can email us about, where can we bring this? Because you guys have
Where
to have...
will we be accepted?
What is it, the culinary region of Japan? I'm going to look this up.
I think all of it, right?
No, I mean... Because, Hong Kong is considered to be... That's in China, though. But that's considered to be one of the... That's the...
Whoa, Japanese people have the third highest life expectancy in the world. Take that, Fukushima.
Fukushima
tried.
Don't fucking compete them against each other.
I'm
That's
just saying,
extremely
it tried.
sad.
I'm talking about how strong the Japanese people are.
Oh, it says here, all right, typed in culinary center of Tokyo, and it says Steve's house.
Whoa. Hey,
Steve.
Let us in, Steve. Come on, we got a pud for you. Let us get it down the back of your throat. Come on, Steve. Miranda. It's just Steve from Sex and the City, and then, memes. Guys.
I'm looking at this now. The Tokyo food scene actually looks really good.
Do you feel like you could bring the actor's bow with you to Japan?
Yes, of course, because I'm an actor. Because remember, I was trying to explain to Jackie.
An actor follows you everywhere. Yeah.
Listen, so there were some remarks about the way I greet and say hello to people.
Actor's bow.
Because an actor's bow.
Actor's bow.
When you do an actor's bow, that shows that you're an artist and you're not full of yourself.
Actor's
you're humble,
bow.
Right? You're humble and you do a little bow to the people. But I was trying to explain to Jackie that I believe...
For those of you that can't see, it's prayer hands with a little bit of a zhuzh.
It's a zhuzh. And it's not a full Asian bow because I believe that would take a hinge from the waist.
There is no hinge.
Where I believe an
It's more of a
bow,
wrist hinge. It's a wrist hinge.
It's a wrist
It's all
bow.
in the wrist, yeah.
It's like this. So we feel like in that way, it's not appropriation.
You're right. And especially when you do the wrist hinge and then in the other hand, you pull out spicy tuna pudding. I mean, that's...
Well, by then,
how do you say no?
If you don't get me, and if you don't get what's going on this afternoon...
never gonna...
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Never gonna get it.
Never get it.
Japanese citizens value quiet. How do you feel about that? You think they're going to accept you in their country?
They're going to fucking execute Jackie.
No, come on. You leave the microphone out. I'm the ghost that haunts your stage.
Hey, Jackie, I can be quiet.
Yeah, I can be quiet longer.
Yeah?
Bet you can't.
Bet you can.
Bet.
Try not to talk. For a second. Do you see how comfortable I am in the silence? I'm basically Japanese.
Oh my God. I was going to say that at the end of this episode.
Look at me.
Was like the amount you've taught all of us about, I'm going to say it, your country. I just want to say thank you for bringing this to us because, I felt able to be like American vulnerable here to let you know
Japanese.
that I know Japanese actors bow. Yeah, it's not Japanese bow. Actors bow. Actors bow to you.
Due to respect of Japan.
Yes, we must be quiet and we must wrist hinge.
So what else?
The number 4 is considered unlucky.
Oh, you want us to do
more pudding?
Oh, you want more pudding? Oh, they just
Don't make us eat more.
See, I just kind of rested it on the top.
I guess we didn't eat enough of it.
I think
the
it's
number
probably
4 is
best.
considered unlucky, but I guess number 3 might be the unluckiest spoon of all.
Number 4 is unlucky. What's the
In Japan, the number 4 is seen as unlucky because it sounds like the word for death in Japanese. The superstition affects daily life. You might notice that some buildings don't have a 4th floor, and hotels often skip room number 4 with 3A to avoid bad luck. All right, fine, I will.
You're avoiding it.
All right.
It's kind of like. I think a comedian did this bit already about it. Like, I don't trust hotels so they take the 13th floor out because why are we allowing superstitions to affect our architecture? But then, I also get it.
At least like the wasabi comes through. Like at least the wasabi comes through, so it's not just slick tuna.
It's
like,
the aftertaste is so horrendous.
Because
That's what. This is the first time I've really been more offended by
the aftertaste is horrible.
By how it continues to linger.
Because then it's fishy greasy. It's fishy greasy in my mouth and spicy, and it's too. This is horrendous. I can't.
I have
believe
so much of a day ahead of me.
It is 11 o'clock in the morning, everybody. We are ruining the rest of our day. And I'm glad that we do it for Japan, and I want Japan. I'm gonna say it for America. Like, I'm sorry. We should apologize, right?
We
have to apologize
of what?
For like all the things we did.
No,
for the explosions, right?
Oh, we don't.
I'll
go dig up our fucking grandfather.
I mean, our grandfather had a hand in it.
I
had
nothing to do with it. I saw Oppenheimer. I got sad at the end, just like everybody else.
It was really long.
But that's the thing. In the end,
that's why you were so sad.
That was our punishment. Was how long Oppenheimer was.
That we had to watch Oppenheimer.
Yes,
so
that was the punishment.
So now we're done.
We're forgiven.
Wow.
We went to see 3 hours of Cillian Murphy being super skinny.
Oh.
Ugh. God, Jackie,
I'm sorry.
It literally just smells. Smells like your fucking flipper. Flipper's been drinking all night.
A horrific smelling burp throughout this tiny audio studio.
Well, hopefully, then when we go down to Japan, we can visit visit Marunouchi, which is the financial district, and maybe we can get some sound financial advice.
Yeah, that's what we desperately need. Please tell us how to make more of it so we don't eat more pud. But I guess pud is our future.
More work is just going to lead to more pud.
Yeah, it
is.
Just
know that. But guess what? I like this. I like this dance with the devil that we're forced to be in, Jackie.
Oh, yeah. And my problem is I'm over here. I looked up most haunted places in Japan, and that's got to be a great guide, a tour to go on.
The tallest building is Shinmaru Nuyochi building.
Oh, wow. I bet it's really big.
What are some of the scariest places in Japan?
Sunshine 60. It's not always sunny at this skyscraper. Located in Tokyo's Ikebukuro district, the multi-use complex Sunshine 60 was once the tallest skyscraper in Asia. And I feel like I'm not going to continue to read what it actually is. I think it got so pissed at the other buildings. Like, you want everybody to go see your skyscrapers, you fucks? What if we ghost them? What if we put ghosts in it? Now it's got ghosts in it.
I think you fundamentally misunderstand Japan. And its connection of the high future mixed with the delicious past.
A lot of people were hanged there.
And what's wonderful is that on one end, yes, they did, they did stuff that was bad like every country, but now what's awesome is that you got cell phones the size of a postage stamp.
Wow.
And then you could go and you could buy a schoolgirl's panties in a vending machine, and then,
maybe that's where we can start selling Ursula's panties. We'll call it Ursula's panties, and we send it through the sell it through the vending machines.
We take some big granny panties and we soak them into like the old cans of tuna.
Old pud. No, we'll just use the rest of this pud. We've got at least 8 more ounces of pud here that we could use.
This
is business.
Much like the bombs that were dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, this pudding can't be made again. It must stop. This pudding must stop here.
I think what you mean is we have to explode it.
No, it already has exploded.
Let's fill it with dynamite.
No, it is going to, when we go to the bathrooms later, that is where My Nagabutsky's gonna happen.
Whoa! Talk about
My Orocha Sheetma.
How are you gonna get rid of generations of poo?
I hope so.
I hope you do too. Especially
Because I hate that I got Pebbles locked up in there.
You gotta let them all out, man.
I'm trying.
Free the shit. Let it out. That's why you gotta eat tuna pud.
I mean, I don't know what it's gonna do.
No, it's gonna slide out of us, and it's probably gonna have gills. And I'm gonna be worried. Do I want to kiss it or do I want to flush it?
What are you talking about?
It's a monster fucker thing. Like, you don't get us.
I don't.
It's difficult. I thought that I would never want to kiss something with gills, and then I read something that changed my mind.
I just feel like you have a concept of what it would be like to kiss a gilled thing. And then if you got in front of it, you'd be like, ew.
Well, you're not supposed to really stick your fingers in the gills.
No.
But it's like kind of gives them a fluttery feeling.
What?
I think I actually truly disgusted you.
Yeah, that's fucking horrifying.
And they go, oh, not in my gills.
You see, but I think I understand why you were like sexually attracted to the beast, because like you ended up...
He was hotter than the human, yeah.
But you ended up being with a lot of big, ugly guys.
Yeah.
But then I just don't really understand the gills.
I didn't either until, man, it's not the gill, it's the person, you know?
He still looks like a guy.
Humanoid.
Yes, he's got penis and he's got an ass.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, a fish don't.
You're right. Well,
a
that's
fish
why
has got
it's a
little
humanoid.
barbed feet and horrible little teeth and big long throat. It's all throat.
I mean,
that's all a fish is.
I can't be that bad.
For what? On you?
I like to sometimes just see how far I can fit my arm down the back of their throat.
Why are we doing this?
Because I just want to see them swell with me. Swell with my body.
Well, hopefully maybe some of the runoff from Fukushima could make some of these fishmen alive.
Swim on over to America.
You could finally get your dreams of having sex with a seahorse man.
You know, not a seahorse man. I don't want to get him all knocked up, but I just feel like this is where the pudding is moving us towards.
Yes.
And I'm excited to share our spoils with Japan for the first time.
I just want to say thank you, Japan.
Thank you, Japan.
This has really been an educational episode. I'm going to go fucking vomit.
Oh, certainly, yeah. No, it's definitely coming back up.
And but that's not Japan's fault.
No, it's not Japan's fault. And here's the thing. You know we're not actually going to throw this up. We are going to deal with this inside of our bodies for the rest of the day.
Because I hate to throw up.
I hate to throw up, and this is the commitment we've made.
And I'll just fucking choke it down to avoid throwing up.
It's the Zabrowski way.
It's the Zabrowski way. Well, thank you for listening to Good Pud, the podcast where we talk about pudding-based topics and Japan.
Man, it's one of them.
Mainly, the Japan episode obviously was kind of coupled back together due to our original idea being shot down by some of the more controlling aspects of Last Podcast Network.
Some people want to just, like, explode your dreams.
Well, some people just don't get art. And Marcus is one of those.
Yeah. So write him your letters, thegoodpud@gmail.com.
Should I give him his real email address?
Yeah.
I think that could help. Should I give him his real number and address? Because I feel like that could really help him get the message.
Let him know how wrong he was.
Yeah. Let him know. If you could, actually. On Instagram.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right? To really hound him. And thegoodpud at Gmail. Thegoodpud at
gmail.com.
Thegoodpud at gmail.com. Email us your pudding suggestions and tell us what to talk about.
We're ready to go to Japan, though.
Oh, please. If you're in Japan and you want to host us and pay us to go.
Will you send us to Japan?
If you can book us in a show in Japan, I promise you we will not disappoint. So as you just come, you book the Good Pud on a show in Japan. We will go there and we will, I mean it, we're going to turn that whole country around. We're bringing buckets.
It's time. Does that mean, are we finally going to cement all the islands together?
No, I'm just saying we'll help dig out, we'll push some of the water back into the ocean.
When Japan becomes one.
There's a lot of logistics in there. There's a lot of stuff going on. People get upset about if you fill all their canals and rivers with cement blood. Just to make it one giant block of cement. Well, thanks again. Thanks, Japan. Big ups.
What?
Yeah, fucking big ups to you, Japan. Good work, all
You
right?
keep being a country.
Hey, I'll see you when I see you, Japan.
Boy.
Banana pudding.
Banana pudding. Hey, but I'm hungry now.